Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Tuesday night sketch claim at 4C. I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend. Not Bacon. He's just a man, but he will be a legend. He's a legend in his own mind. But Ken Carson, the Baconator, Chris Bacon, and I, of course, am Jeff Dunn. And we're here to bring you guys some artists and talk about some art and talk about a whole bunch of stuff that's going on with 4C. We got a great guy for you tonight. He's done work for us before and done one of these live shows. It went great, and we wanted to keep it, right in the wheelhouse. So we're going to offer the same stuff as last time, guys. And without any further ado, let's bring on our guest, Mr. Steve Mannion. Steve, how are you doing, buddy?
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. I'm doing all right.
Awesome. So there you go. So Steve tonight is going to be offering up some awesome head sketches for about on 9x12. They're $125, and you can basically claim to do anything. I mean, if he has an aversion to what you get, we'll let you know, but he's fully capable of drawing anything. Fearless Dawn is an awesome book. He's done a crossover with Hellboy. Becker's in the house. Sorry, Becker, we were really late in sending out the thing for this StreamYard link tonight. It was
I figured it out. I wasn't invited. I wouldn't invite me either.
Well, no, Ken had to send it to me so I could give it to Steve, so that and Bacon could get on. So it was just one of those things where, and we knew Annika wasn't going to be here. Not that we ever forget about you, buddy. You're very important. You're smart enough, and people.
I've been telling Ken, especially now that he's off camera, for the last half an hour to send you the link, and he just refused. So if you want to blame somebody, it's Ken.
Yes, stone cold refused. But
I see how it is.
Yeah, but yeah. So Steve's done tons of stuff. He can draw anything. His baby doll girls are beautiful. His monsters are fantastic. And so whatever you want, guys, you can get. So when we open up a good evening, look at that. Mr. Red Jack says good evening, Steve.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks,
It's
Mr.
nice to
Red
see
Jack.
Emilio and Murdoch and everybody out there. Jason's out there. And howdy, folks, from a Facebook user. Once again, Facebook users, we do not know your name if you don't give StreamYard permission to see it. So you can either go out, give StreamYard permission and come back, or if you just want to do it the other way, type your name before your comment so we know who we're talking to. We like to know who we're talking to. So like I said, Ken will put up a claim whenever we start, guys. So, get your fingers ready for that and hold off.
It's Jason here.
We're trying for claims on the quiet side with Ken's new intro claim video, but we do have claims, guys. So if anybody'd like to get something, $125, get you a headshot, jump on board. He's doing some insanely great stuff. We put a couple examples on the site, but and if nobody else jumps on, I know. We already have a claim from Facebook user. Who is that Facebook user?
Come on, Facebook user.
It's Jason Harris.
No, it's Steve.
No.
Steve Andrecki. Steve Andrecki.
Oh, okay.
Man thing.
Is all of that Steve? It's there. Is all of that Steve? All three in a row?
Yes, and yes.
There you go. Well, you know what? We're just going to take that first claim. We're going to get it because we want to get Steve started on drawing something. So, Steve, are you up for a good old man thing?
Love to do man thing. Ding.
There you go.
Let's see. I'll Google them up. What was I doing? I was putting in about 15 minutes, make sure they like it, and I put it aside. And I was doing them, take them home, make sure they're real nice by the time they get them in the mail.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, if you want to do that, we can totally do that. That opens us up for doing more sketches. So that's great. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Man thing it is. Thanks a lot, Steve Andrecki. I believe is the winner, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, and Steve, if you've never bought from us before, if you could send us a message in Messenger, or if you want to go ahead and just email us, you can email us at 4ccomicart@gmail.com and send us an email, and we can send you an invoice. That's how we do it here. So I hope everything's going good with you, Steve.
This one? This Steve?
You, Steve. Yeah, that's Steve. You, Steve. Yes.
Yeah, I thought the book was coming out this week, but I think it's next week, or actually the 29th is going to be the re-release of The Bomb. But I got my comp copies here, man. Oh, it looks good.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Ken, throw him up full screen. I want to take a look at that thing.
Check it.
Is this issue 2?
This is number 1.
Number 1.
Oh, he's been slow.
Yeah, it got delayed, didn't it?
Yeah, it got all sorts of Just a second. Let me go and get the comp copies. They're in the. Just a second.
Yeah, because after we talked last time, I pre-ordered the D cover.
Oh, it's a mess, man. I tell you.
I love it when Ken cycles through the screen to get to the one he wants.
Facebook's like 5 seconds delayed, and I just saw you do your.
Yeah. Well, I had to follow suit. I don't know. I had to follow your open mouth one.
I got my comp copies. They're beautiful.
Oh wow!
But I don't know.
That's
they're held
awesome.
up the way he has them rolling out. Oh, the interior artwork looks great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because wasn't it supposed to be out in March, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to. I don't know what's been going on. We had
Because I ordered it that night we were all here talking, and then I never got it.
yeah,
But I did see it. I think it comes out soon. So
yes, it should be the 29th. I looked again. I'm like, what's going on? But we should have 3 of them out by now. But it's just, I don't know what Frank's doing over there. He's got a Kickstarter running too. Maybe he wants it running with that or something. But
it's coming.
Upset.
But it's coming.
It's going to be a beautiful thing when it gets out.
Yeah.
But I love that cover D you did. That was your cover, right? The gold one.
Yeah.
I love that. That thing is sharp.
Thank you.
Nice.
It should be out there soon, man. 29th, I do believe.
Awesome. Yeah.
Hey, time for heroes.
Oh yeah.
Right in time for heroes. Absolutely.
Yeah, I hope to have some Heroes comp copy, that for sure.
Oh yeah. Let's see, Mr. Redjack. We do is we invoice based on what you get or how many sketches you get or what you buy, and you can pay us through PayPal is typically how we do it. If you'd like to pay in a different way, just get with us and let us know. This is how we would do our live claim show. I wanted to get him going on one thing. That's why I went ahead and just took the first claim. But normally what we do is as soon as we put the claim banner up, you make a claim in the chat. If it's 3 or less, we take the first person that claims. If it's more than 3, we take the first 5 names and we put them all in a wheel spin. And that way it gives the people who have slightly less fast internet, we don't want to exclude anybody because they're living out in the sticks or something. So we want to give everybody a good chance to be able to get a sketch. So we do the wheel spin. Winner of that gets the opportunity to get a sketch of their choice from our guest tonight. And if we don't have your information, once again, 4ccomicart@gmail.com, or you can send us a message on Messenger. And basically you have about a week to pay. But we usually do our invoicing on Sundays. We actually did a big invoice yesterday because we had so much on the books, but normally we do our invoices on Sundays every week. And then you have, we give you a week to pay. And then if you need more time, you know what? We're nice people. Just let us know. Talk to us. We'll
do you take 4-coin?
No 4-coin, no Bitcoin, no firstborns, I guess. It depends.
I liked that comment. Well done, Marcus.
That was pretty good.
And Steve, welcome over to YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, there's a comment here, Bacon, that I thought maybe you could tell me more about. It says, Becker, I was working on something and I thought Bacon said he would do it. So I'll apologize for him.
Yeah, I already replied in that chat, and you just can't see it currently. But I told 4C Comics Live to just go home.
Well, 4C Comics Live is home, so that's some nice little joshing back and forth between Bacon and Ken. I love it. Keep it going. A little DeSantos Trump action. I can't wait for it.
We were a lot more. I thought we were a lot more tame while our two teams were playing each other in the playoffs than we initially were going to be.
Yeah, and now your two teams are playing in baseball too.
Yep, exactly.
So let's see. Well, what else can we talk about here? So we got Fearless Dawn's coming out. Steve's working on that sketch right now, guys. Keep your fingers ready to go because we're gonna throw another claim banner up pretty soon.
You never know when Ken will strike.
Yeah, that's right. Because we like to have we want to have one in the hole so we can keep having Steve drawing, so we don't have any dead time because we want to get as many of these sketches done as we can. And coming up this weekend, guys, we got the Comic Art Live, which as our friends over at CAF, we're going to be doing. We actually have our own little live interview show on Sunday. So please join us on the CAF network. We're going to be interviewing famed Marvel and DC artist of Superboy from the Return of Superman. Tom Grummett is going to join us, and I'm going to be interviewing Tom on Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. So please tune in for that. That'll be on the Comic Art Live channel. So that'll be fun. Plus,
Nice.
I believe Ken and I both have booths open, and we will be selling some art. So if you ever wanted anything off of our walls, take a look.
Sweet.
We're going to be selling some stuff. And we've got a claim open for Steve.
All
Let
right.
us know what you think of our new little claim video too. Ken's working on stuff. We like input.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
It's very serene. I almost feel like there should be flowers coming out of it or something. We have another Facebook user claim. Once again, guys, if you're on Facebook, make sure you please leave. Let StreamYard. You got to go. I'm sorry. You got to go out of Facebook. You got to give StreamYard permission to see your name and come back. That way, we know who we're talking to. If not,
Peterson.
Terry Peterson.
Terry Peter.
We
have a second claim.
Yep. If not, then just type your name before so we know who you are. But we can always look too. It's not super complicated, but we like to know who we're talking to.
One more claim and we go to a wheel.
That's right. One more. Marcus wants to know if we have claims on Grummett art. Now, I think we're just doing an interview, Marcus, but you know what? There's always possibilities in the future. We just got to talk to Tom and see, because it'd be really great to have him do one of these shows too, or if he had anything to offer up. But we're just doing an interview with him over the weekend. I know his art rep's out of town, and he likes to, definitely go through. If you guys aren't familiar with his rep, Byron's a really great guy, and so we'll see. You never know. Once again, we're always looking for people, guys.
We have a wheel, Jeff.
We have a wheel. Do we have a third, or we have no third?
Oh yeah, Jason Harris.
Well, it has to be. It has to be more than 3.
Oh, it has to be over 3.
Over 3. 3 is the threshold. So I think we're gonna have to give it to Facebook user who is.
Well, then there's somebody from Spain trying to claim a Fearless Dawn sketch.
Ooh, nice.
So let's see.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that is 4. Yeah.
Right,
Okay,
that is 4. Okay,
do it.
So Mr. Red Jack, Jason, and who's the person from Spain?
I cannot say it, and I apologize for even trying, but Zatuxatebros.
Got that man thing working. That's beautiful.
Just try the last name.
I'm looking at an Art Adams, so this guy's going to get a lot of detail. I'm going to make sure everybody likes these things,
Nice. That's sick. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, that's not bad.
But I talked to him earlier in the day, so he's good. So we do have 4.
All right, we got 4.
We
So
do
guys,
have 4.
Ken, I would just
spin the wheel.
I would just put XATU on the wheel.
So I know who the only person disappointed in that is going to be the first person that claimed, but that's all right. So guys, hang out. Steve's going fast. If all of you were the only people claiming art for the rest of the night, I guarantee you're all going to get sketches. If
Yeah, Jason, I'm sorry. I was in the middle of something when I said your name. That's my bad.
I'll read them to you, Ken. So I'm going to assume you have XATU, Jason Harris. So Jason, and then Mr. Red Jack. And then what was the name of the person that was Facebook user?
Terry Peterson.
Terry Peterson. And Terry, if you never bought from us before, make sure if you get this claim, you send us your info. But that's a little premature. The wheel's coming right up, guys. Ken's got it. He's been working on a new wheel. Let's see if he can put it into action here. It's Purdy. Look at that. There are the names. And we'll give it a spin, see who wins. I like how Terry has 3 R's. Bacon, can you please say the name of the person that won?
I'm sorry. I already tried once.
Our apologies.
Yes,
I think, yes, Zatu. If you could please.
They've ordered from us before, but so just tell us the character.
They have ordered before. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I believe he's claiming a Fearless Dawn. And you realize it's a head sketch, 9x12.
Yep, head sketch 9x12. Awesome. So Fearless
Nice.
Dawn. I think Steve knows how to draw that character. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. I don't know. You never know. I forgot how to do it. I don't know.
Oh, fantastic.
That sounds good. We got Fearless Dawn then. We got a winner.
Excellent. So, Becker, what's going on with you, buddy? How's your week been?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. And yourself?
Yeah, can't complain, man.
How about you, Steve? Doing good since the last? I didn't get to see you before the thing because they don't let me backstage.
No, doing all right, man. I've been keeping busy with the work and a lot of books coming out. We got another one, Feels Dawn Cold. I think I was pumping that one last night. That's in the can. And but they've been lagging a little bit with pre-press and things like that. So we're having a little that part of the operation isn't going that quickly. But I've been drawing my fan. It's all sorts of books around here, and I'm really looking forward to the re-release of the Bomb because it's a great.
Yeah, I'm excited to read it.
Right,
and
there.
I said,
very simple story, and the second issue has the funniest Brownhole Jones story I never enjoy my work, but I hadn't seen it for so long. I reread it as we're going to reprint, and it's a actually funny story and stuff.
This intrigued me because it's an origin story, right? So I'll be able to just jump in without any. Yeah, I ordered the blank cover and I ordered the cover D.
Oh, awesome!
Nice.
The blank covers are. I got all my comp copies here. There's
Sweet.
a little bit of a snafu with the blank covers, but they work with the Sharpies. I think they use the other cover stock on them or something. And so it doesn't take pencil too good. I've never met a blank cover that's real good stock, But these were a little funky.
I know when they first started doing them, they used to make them too slick.
Really?
Yeah, I know that there's a Thor one that you can always find in bins because nobody wants to use it.
Really?
It's got a real glossy front cover to it. It's kind of orangish white, and it supposedly doesn't. The inks run all over it.
Oh, geez. Yeah, most of the paper is now. When we did the Fearless Dawn shorts, that was surprisingly good. But I think he switched printers, and I've never really run into too many of them that are good. And I've heard other artists complain about this too. It's usually I don't know why. It's just not the greatest stock that they use to do it. But the shorts ones had really great paper as far as. But I don't know. I like working around the crummy ones too sometimes. See, what book did you say that was?
It was a Thor. #1 blank from. I mean, it was one of the early Marvel blank covers.
Wow. And you still see him in the bins because everybody was like, "Oh man."
I've heard a lot of complaints about him.
Oh wow. Yeah, it can be tough to work with some of the stocks. Yeah, but this one I think they put it on the shiny stock. I thought I had one, but you can work with magic marker on it real good. But then people are like, it's a Sharpie. Anyway, here we got this guy. I think I'm going to go over to Fearless Dawn and work on this one later. Bring this one up real nice.
Nice.
Make sure
Sounds good.
I hope.
And the Fearless Dawn is going to be for Jose. Apparently, the name of their username, it's something that him and his twin brother share. It says, "My real name is Jose, and my twin brother's name is Augustin."
Yep.
Nice.
All right. One Fearless Dawn coming up.
Beautiful.
All right, Jose. Well, he's going to get started on yours now. And
yeah.
Who was the man thing for?
That was for Steve.
Steve, yeah.
Steve Andruski.
And Steve, he'll finish the rest of yours after the show.
That's right. He likes to put a lot of work into these, and if we put all the work into one sketch, it would be a one sketch show. And Steve definitely likes to do more than one sketch. So,
yeah. Steve.
Yeah, this way everybody gets to see part of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we figured. Get as many people, get a good sketch, and I think everybody was pretty satisfied with the other one. It looked like everybody was pretty psyched last time I was on.
Oh, they had people who loved him. They got a lot of. I mean, listen. There's another guy who wants a sketch from you really bad, and he's the one who's off camera right now. He just can't think of what he wants. Ken is like, Ken's like, oh, I want something, but I don't know what I want yet. And I'm like, oh, well. So it's always good when the big man wants one of yours really badly. So.
Oh, yeah. Nice. And Steve Andreski just said, thank you. Fantastic. So that's good news. You're welcome, Steve. We'll be working on that one. Make sure it's real nice by the time it gets to you.
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
All right. And I got to pop this paper out here, get out another one.
So I did have something cool happen yesterday, Jeff.
Oh, tell me.
I was able to redeem a code to see an advanced screening of The Flash this coming Monday. 3.5 weeks early.
Wow.
Free ticket. Warner Brothers partnered with one of the smaller cons here in Kansas City, and they gave out codes. It is first come, first serve. And according to the ticket, they have overbooked it on purpose because they want a full house. So if you don't get in on time, I'm clearing my schedule and I'm going 3 hours early, and I'm going to see this dang movie.
Wow. And we're going to see it again in Charlotte.
I know. I'm ready to roll.
Yeah. Thank you again for that. That's going to be a blast to be able to go to that one. So that was Becker got us. He has an acquaintance who's getting a little small.
A friend
theater.
of mine rented a theater.
So we're going to see that at 9:00 on the Thursday of the weekend it comes out. So that's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, Emilio, I went back to look because it always makes me nervous when it says agree to all our terms and conditions. And I noticed a bunch of fine print on the PDF they sent me of my ticket. So I was like, all right, I'm going to read this. Holy cow, are there rules? So they're going to search us. We consented to a search by taking the ticket. No phones. And they're going to have monitors in the theater so that they can make sure you're not filming.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And so then get those camera glasses out, with the
because that's the sort of high price spy equipment I have access to.
Well, there are bootlegs like that coming out though and stuff, right?
Right. You wonder how they must have. Anytime you have rules, somebody's going to figure a way around it.
Well, usually somebody's not dumb enough to make a copy of the first screening. That's usually after it comes out when it's in about a couple thousand theaters that they find. Somebody goes into one that's in the middle of the night and there's only 2 people in the theater and they pull out their phone and.
Well, the other thing is this might not be like the final version either. I've seen a few pre-screenings where you could even see like the Mike Boone in the movie.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So,
I've never been to one. I've never lived in a city big enough for it. And then
I think
Ronald Shepard asks, does Steve have any already completed drawings available for sale? I would like something a little more detailed than a quick sketch.
Oh, we put our time in on these sketches. You can tell them that.
They're not going to be quick.
We can send them to.
Ken can pull up some of those examples of the stuff he did last time. If you were looking for more of like a full figure or something like that, we can. That's something that we'll have to talk to Steve about and see if there's something else. But those, of course, would be significantly more expensive than these headshots. But he's going to put the work in. These aren't these aren't 20-minute sketches. He's only putting 20 minutes in live. He's going to put in the rest of the work afterwards.
Yeah.
Language, Ken.
Yeah, Ken. I wonder what that's in regards to.
Who knows?
Ken, you just need to come on camera, buddy. You're typing away in the comments anyway.
Let's see. Speaking of comments, I did want to message Emilio sent a message earlier. I want to say yes, the Ryan Benjamin drawing I got earlier was insane. If you guys slept on Ryan Benjamin this weekend when we were doing live from the Japan Comic Art Expo, you missed out, man. I was not going to miss an opportunity to get a piece. Even with headache and all, I tried to watch a little bit of him drawing that. So,
Saturday, I was telling Ken and Annika, but Saturday killed me. Like doing 2 streams that far apart, I was dead.
There you go. There's an Erica Slaughter from the last op we did.
Oh, wow.
The Great Kingpin.
Oh, that's the Kingpin. Yeah, I love that. That's awesome.
Juggernaut. Oh yeah, little Savage Land Rogue, gorgeous. And that killer just, oh my God, that scarecrow is just crazy.
But that's what we're offering tonight. I don't know. I could dig around, but we're going to focus on these for tonight. Let's say.
Mhm. I love that one.
Take a suggestion for later, maybe on the other one. But...
Yeah. There you go. That's my favorite right there. Oh, I love it.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So yeah, this is
last ones. I was good and warmed up by the time that one come out.
Oh yeah. So he's definitely going to put the work in. Well worth the money, guys, for these beautiful sketches.
Yeah.
So stick around. Like I said, he's going to put about 20 minutes in on each one, and then he sets it aside, and we'll try and get another claim. So keep your fingers ready to go, guys, because we're going to have another claim coming up very shortly, because he's already digging into this one. We always like to have one, like I said, one in the hole, just to make sure there's no lag between drawing. Wow. She purdy.
She's coming out purdy.
Mm-hmm. Well, and there you go, guys. An open claim for Steve. Excellent.
Didn't Ken say he was going to try to not cut us off?
No, listen. There's no way not to cut us off. I talk way too much. If nobody cut me off, then nobody would.
Jonathan Rowland claim. He's our first.
Jumping on in. I know there's 2 or 3 other people, guys, who are in there who tried to claim last time. So we'll give it a minute, see if we can roll in the claims here.
There's a
Becker. Yeah, I'll definitely get once you see it. I definitely am curious as to what you think of the movie. And yeah.
Oh, the other thing the ticket said is I can't review it on any social media or anything like on my YouTube or anything. So until the week of, the week it comes out, then I can give a review. But
sure.
But I get it. They're just trying to protect their product. And...
Well, listen, from what I've heard nothing but good things. So I hope it's the best movie that DC has come out with since Superman, personally.
Did you guys say you're seeing it in Charlotte together or something?
Yeah.
Is a bunch of the 4C going to rep over at the con?
Yeah, we'll be at the con. We'll be able to see you in person there, buddy. We're all actually going to be there. Every single member of our crew is going to be down there, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. That's
me.
Well,
it's a great show.
Yeah, even Becker.
Oh, poor Becker. I swear I was saying for 30 minutes that we should send you the link.
Well, listen, everybody else apparently fell asleep, and Jonathan jumped in, and nobody else has claimed. So, Jonathan, you're going to grab the claim. So you got the next claim, buddy. So let us know what you want, because I didn't see anybody from that first round put a claim in. So lucky you.
Ken even made the fancy new claim video, and
I know. Oh, nice.
And it's all right, Bacon. I know when I look back and see only one set of footprints in the sand, that's when you carried me.
Oh, God. So Jonathan wants Hellboy. So your next sketch is Hellboy, sir.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Now I just want a picture of Bacon carrying Becker.
Yeah.
That's the photo op we all need.
Charlotte's gonna be fun.
you might want to wear one of those back braces like professional movers.
Oh God.
Yes.
Oh, it looks like Jason was grading some papers and missed his chance to make the claim. So yeah, keep your eyes on the screen, guys. You never know when another claim is going to pop up. But yeah, so that should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see that movie, and I can't wait for Heroes Con. It's only it's less than a month away, a little over 4 weeks.
And that's a local show for you, right, Steve?
Yeah, that's about an hour and a half, an hour and 15 minutes. So
there you go. Yeah.
Where do you live, Steve?
I'm over in Rutherfordton, they call it. It's a little hamlet right in between, like Asheville and Charlotte is our area, which is like the Forest City area, what they call the foothills of Western North Carolina.
It sounds like they didn't want to stop naming it Rutherfordton.
It's so long that the locals call it Rufton. RUF
Ruffton.
dash TON. Rufton.
Yeah, you got to abbreviate at some point.
Oh man, it's a long one. I do all the eBays, and I still do them by hand, labeling, and I'm like, man, whew, Rutherfordton.
Yeah, they really wanted to get their money's worth on that name.
Yeah, they got. Yeah, it's not like
Ronald Shepard had
you know.
said, Steve, I just purchased a She-Hulk sketch cover off of eBay a couple weeks ago from you, and I love it. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It's good to hear.
Nice.
Oh, this guy used to drive through Rutherfordton all the time during the early 2000s. Yes, Jason. So he knows the area. All right, I'm going to go. I think I'm going to put Fearless Dawn aside and start doing us a Hellboy. What do you think?
Very nice. Very
Sounds
nice.
like a plan. That's beautiful. It's a great start, and it's going to look amazing.
Jose, we hope you liked that. Jason Harris says it's the kind of town that if you blink, you miss it.
Yeah. So there's our two so far. They're going to be nice.
Oh, yeah.
Murdoch says he remembers that She-Hulk, and it was gorgeous.
Wow.
Oh, thanks. I got on a big She-Hulk kick. I found all my green markers, and I got like a bunch that aren't finished. They're like half-finished She-Hulks laying all over the place because that one was so much fun, you know?
I love that Ken just keeps talking trash on you guys, and not you, Steve, but Jeff and Bacon. Ken's just continually posting in the chat.
I am a proud Commanders fan. I am proud to say that Dan Snyder is gone. The Wicked Witch is dead. We have a new owner. You never know. Maybe a new name, maybe new colors. I don't know. We'll see. As long as Washington is a football team, I'll be a fan. And I'm a bigger fan today than I was 2 weeks ago.
I was thinking of setting up my phone, but that would be kind of hard, wouldn't it? And bring us in with like a phone coming down instead of my face.
Whatever you want to do, but it's fine the way you're doing it because you're showing a little bit, and as long as you
you're showing it as you're working on it. I think it works.
Yeah, that's fine.
Leave it at that.
And we get a look around your office.
Oh, this is you want? Let me give you a quick tour. We got all sorts of. Here's all the ideas coming down the pike.
Wow.
Here's a page from Cole coming out. Our favorite guy, Dino Guy. Oh, here's the Iron Nazi. We're going to change him to the Iron Menace so we can sell it in Germany. We got him there, the Iron Menace. This ugly little guy over here. I guess you guys get a kick out of this joint.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, it's real cool.
See all the crazy. I'll lose the drawings and stuff, so I try to stick them all up. I go, oh, yeah, this part of the story, a little Dino Guy dumping the tubes. I'm just pointing this thing. I hope I'm getting it.
Oh, yeah, you're getting it.
And I love a good car chase right there. Another version of the Dino Guy where I got him like he's one of the Ramones. Just hanging out, dude, all mouth and hair.
Ronald Shepard has a rephrase of his original question. Does Steve have any already completed drawings available to purchase? Busy and or full figure? I realize this will be more expensive.
Yeah, I just don't feel like digging around right now. I'm just going to do the headshots tonight. But he could send me on the back end or something like that.
Just we'll talk to Steve after the show, and if he's got some stuff laying around, we can definitely figure out.
Yeah, like what kind of pieces? Maybe ask him for.
Yeah.
Is there something in particular you're looking for, Ronald?
Oh boy.
Ooh, check out the new red 4C logo in the corner. Look at that thing.
Oh yeah, Ken's got that on the front of his losing team jersey.
Oh God. Shots fired.
He wants to go.
Oh man. Let's see.
Emilio says, "What is that Blackwing guy?"
The one behind you.
Yeah.
What's that?
The one right behind you.
So
the
the dark poster
Oh.
that we're looking at behind you.
This
Nope.
is some of my fine art. This is the soothsayer here, you know. He tells
Oh,
the future,
okay.
and the magic 8-ball over there says, "You will die."
Well,
And
that's
him, the soothsayer.
a grim prophecy. And then what's the other one? Go to the right.
There you go.
That's the original Bomb painting from the Bomb miniseries, which never really got printed very well.
Wow.
This is not turning out real good tonight.
Oh, that's great. Wow, that's fantastic.
That's a pretty huge painting. And I glued it together. I actually extended it. It's like 4 panels are attached on the sides. So I was into how it's like constructed canvas, you know. I had to build out because I'm crazy about positive and negative space and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to bring that to cons. It's all banged up and stuff. Always been kind of one of my favorites. Took a long time.
Oh wow, no, it's gorgeous.
Do you have any other cons this summer or just Heroes?
Just Heroes so far. We're doing I'd like to do some local stores. That's really fun to kind of get in there. We did a free comic book day up in Maryville, Tennessee. That was really
cool.
Fun. Yeah. And I got some comp copies where he like fast tracked some to me and stuff like that. So of the Bomb. But man, I'm disappointed.
Awesome. When you do those, do you sketch?
No, I didn't do any sketching. I was just enjoying myself and selling books and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
It was kind of nice to just not sketch. I was tired, you know. Just kind of enjoy everybody's company.
Jeff, do you want to field this question?
Let's see. I had no characters in
the recent Ronald Shepard one.
Yeah.
Feels like we kind of already answered it, but
okay. Well, yeah, no, like I said, it doesn't really have anything in mind. Like I said, Ronald, after the show's over, if I'll when Steve gets some time, I'll have him look through what he's got, and if he's got some stuff, we can definitely we'll share it with you. We got your info, so if there's anything that kind of fits that piece of info, we'll send it over to you. See what you think. Cool.
Wow. I should do something. You know what? I should take my I got a portfolio for sale, and I should go on YouTube and probably do like a filming of it and maybe mention the prices. Put that up have kind of a. That would be kind of a quick way to get a gallery because I don't feel like scanning everything and digging.
Right.
Like a few.
Sure.
Full ready to go. That might be a good idea. Something like that.
No.
And I love eBay. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh no. eBay's great for when you want to get stuff out there and get some eyes on it. Definitely. They do take quite a cut though. That's the one thing where they get you.
Yeah, it sort of hurts, but I don't know. I've always been good with this. Like when I worked for a company, I never looked at what they took out. I just looked at what I take home.
What you take home, right?
Yeah, because if I looked at what they took out, I start getting mad at everybody, you know. But if I didn't see it, I was okay. I'm like, oh, I got $150, you know. Yeah. So that's what I try to do with eBay because it hurts if you do look at what they take, you know.
Right. Well, listen, you're going to be at Heroes. We're going to be at Heroes. So if you got lots of stuff in a book, and you know, if the people aren't biting at the show, we can always try and do a live show on the channel while we're down there. So that could be something to look forward to too.
That'd be cool. And it's getting all these new books coming out. I got a lot of stuff, a lot of pages, and I used to have to sell the pages before the book was even printed. And praise the Lord, I'm doing all right, and I don't got to do that anymore. But I'm kind of digging keeping them. I got my whole Hellboy Fearless Dawn story going. Here's Hellboy, by the way.
That he's coming. Oh wow,
coming along.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys have any live sales set up for Heroes yet, Jeff? Or is that something you kind of play as it happens?
Well, you know what? We always try and do stuff with our guys. We haven't really reached out to anybody else, but it's kind of one of those things where we go around and we talk to some artists and stuff. And if somebody wants to, we're definitely, it's one of those shows where there's so many artists that there's definitely some people there who want to sell some stuff and, but everybody can't go to the show. So we'll always try. That's going to be a show because we're going to have a full complement of people. Because we're all going to be there. We're definitely going to have some opportunities to not only hopefully do some live shows if the internet works well enough. Fingers crossed. But definitely,
and hopefully we can finally see Bacon's new project where he sells art through interpretive dance.
That's on the
They
game
got-
plan.
yeah.
Is
But
there
If
we're
anybody
internet
could
down-
do it.
Is there internet down in that hall at Heroes? It's a little tough from what I remember. Sometimes to get reception down there. No.
I think it used. Go ahead, Bacon.
Sorry, Jeff. I was just gonna say last year I just turned off the Wi-Fi and actually the signal worked a lot better last year.
Oh wow.
So I feel like they boosted it. I don't know if you went last year or not, but I
Nope.
turned it off and I had no problem all day. As long as I didn't have the Wi-Fi on.
Yeah. Huh.
All right, so Ronald says, thank you. The drawings I would be looking for would be bust or full figure color or black and white. And he appreciates you guys looking out for him. Murdoch says, Steve did, this is a question. Steve did stuff for the Tales from the Crypt comics, question mark.
Yeah.
He's not in his head, Murdoch.
That was Jim Salicrup, who actually was of Marvel fame. He come through and I think he hired Todd McFarlane. He was a big editor up in Marvel when those late 80s, early 90s, maybe late 80s. He started in paper cuts. It was sadly, it was children's oriented, but he started to get me to do the covers for a relaunch of Tales from the Crypt. And he always called the night before they needed a cover. I don't know why he did this. Me. And it got to be like 11 o'clock at night. I'd hear the phone. Blah, I say, oh, man, that's Jim. I know. Hey, Steve, how you doing? I'm all right, Jim. What are
you about to do to me?
We need a cover and I'd always get them done. Oh, man, what a blockhead.
Jason Harris has a question for you. How does one end up living in Rutherfordton? I can actually answer that. It's because the rent got too high in East Rutherfordton.
You're pretty much right on the money, Becker. Really, we were in this town, the quaint little town, Black Mountain, beautiful mountain range, but the price, it was near Asheville, and they're shooting up the prices over there. So we actually got priced out, and there's something affordable here. And darn it, this house, I think, has doubled since we've gotten into it. But we got priced out, yeah.
Yeah.
We couldn't afford it in East Rutherford.
I was just joking because I wanted to add another word to Rutherfordton.
Oh, man, no doubt. I don't think there's actually is an East Rutherfordton, but you're right on the money, dude. We got priced
yet.
out.
Well, yeah, that happens all over anymore.
Yeah. And it's small town friendly. I like this little town.
I love small towns. I grew up in a small town.
Yeah, it's cool. Let me see what we got here. Hellboy.
Right on time, Ken. We got another claim available for Steve. So if anybody wants a claim, once again, just type claim in the chat. And 3 or less, the first claimer gets it. More than 3, and we're going to do another wheel spin. Ooh, David jumps
David
in.
Desmond, first claim. Emilio Savina says, love the Tales from the Crypt TV from back in the day. I met the voice of the Crypt Keeper a few years back.
Nice.
Look at that. Oh, Hellboy's looking. Oh, yeah. Great.
Very nice. Very nice.
Put in a little more of that. Hey, I'm going to go. I'll be back in a second, okay? I'm going to use
Sure.
the can and freaking have a smoke.
Do it, man. Take your break. You're flying through these. You're doing good.
All right. We'll see you soon, guys.
All right. We'll keep the fans talking. So let's see. I was talking about Heroes earlier. So Heroes Con guys will probably be able to maybe even if you guys set some stuff up at the convention, we might be able to pick it up for you. If you need us to set some stuff up, if we're able to, we might try and do that too. So that's something that as we get closer to the show, if there's somebody you're interested in, you can always let us know and we can see what we can do for you because that's why we're there, man.
That sounds like Jeff's offering to do that all on his own.
Listen, somebody's got to stay at the table the entire time, and Bacon volunteers for that.
I do usually. I did last year.
Emilio asked who is some of the big names going this year.
Just think of any big names in the comics, and they'll probably be there.
No, not really, actually. But I mean, Sienkiewicz is going to be there. Who are some?
He canceled.
He did cancel?
Yep.
Oh, that sucks. Michael Cho, I think I saw there.
Ron Franz.
Ron Franz, yeah.
Tom DeFalco.
Let me see. We live in a day and age where anybody can pull this up, but I'll do the heavy lifting for you guys. I know Jay Lee's going to be there. I know. Let's see.
So who
Steve
do you guys
Epstein.
all have at your booth for 4C Crew? Is it going to be you, Annika, Bacon, and Ken?
Yep. And you too, Becker. You can come at our table. You're one of us too. You can come hang out with the cool kids. Or us.
And then you guys have Aranga, Bill,
and Ron Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Scotty Young's going to be there. Not at our table, but these are some of the people that are going to be there. Holy cow! Yeah, it's a pretty big list. There were a handful of cancellations. Unfortunately,
was Sienkiewicz one of them?
Sienkiewicz was one of them. Lee Weeks.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to lead Bacon astray, but
I've met him before.
Yeah. So let's see. I mean, there's literally 200 names here on this list. Bob McLeod, Mike McCone, Rick Leonardi. I mean,
that is kind of sad that Sync canceled because they were using his art originally as the promo.
Well, he was the first guest to confirm.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alan Davis is going to be there if you're looking for Alan Davis stuff.
Alan Davis is going to be at the Heroes Initiative booth, actually.
Yeah, John Romita Jr., Steve McNiven, Jose Garcia Lopez, Chris Claremont. I knew there's more names that I'd spend half the show just reading the names that are on this list. But
it's kind of interesting. I was reading through the cancellations just now, and 3 or 4 of them are essential sequential guys. That's weird.
Yeah, but anybody can go onto just type in Heroes Con and pull it up, and it'll give you the list. Not only does it give you the list of all the people who are confirmed, it'll give you the list of people who have canceled, and it tells you when they confirmed, so you can look at the ones that have recently signed on too. And they're always adding names. They'll probably add names right up to about 2 weeks before the show. So, and that, like I said, that shows in about, I want to say 30 days, right around there. So the 15th will be, we'll get there, and it starts on the 16th.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Bacon, the more I think about it, I think this interpretive dance idea sale is gold, man. We can get you a series of ribbons, and
you put enough auction booze in me, I'll give anything a shot.
Oh, that's the other thing that's so spectacular about Heroes Con is they do a charity auction on Saturday nights, and it's crazy. It's the booze is flowing, and so are the bids.
I spend a lot of money. I just don't spend it on art.
If Bacon would not drink at the auction 3 years in a row, he could probably afford one of the nicer pieces.
Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it, to actually win one of those?
Yeah, I'd rather go downtown.
But who all? So is it just Ron, Aranga, and Bill with us, or is anybody else with us? Is Mike with us, DeCarlo?
No, Mike's not doing Heroes. And our good friend Jim Shooter is going to be there, but he's going to be there with I think CGC is bringing him to that show, so he will be there, and he is a friend of 4C, and we do a lot of shows with him. But I think they're bringing him to that show in particular.
I think that might have changed, but I still don't think he's with us. But
no, okay,
he is going to be there.
But yeah, but that's it. We just got the 3. So there's almost going to be 2 of us for every one guest we're bringing. So hopefully that'll mean we can take turns. And oh, look at that. Another claim came up. What's going on? I'm so confused. And there it is again. Another claim. We already have 1 in the hole. Let's put 2 in the hole.
I think he's
playing with buttons. Better call Bacon. ML is in the audience. How are you doing, ML? We're just waiting for Steve to get back. He had to take a little not we won't call it a Willy Bobo time, but he definitely had
I didn't see
Well,
the
so
picture of
everybody-
Bacon up in the corner. That's cute.
It's hard to miss. You guys can actually buy a T-shirt with me with that logo saying "glug glug glug" on it if you want.
absolutely
I'd rather if it said I'm going downtown.
downtown.
And now Ken's gonna go change it.
All right, and Steve is back.
I think we had 2 claims earlier. So are we gonna take just the first one? I guess.
Let's see the first. Let's
Or
see
do you
what was
want to
our
do both?
last. Let's see. Hold on. Where were we at for the last one? We had
David
so,
Desmond.
David Desmond. So David gets the claim. So David, just tell us what you'd like, and we'll get and Steve will get started on that one. Feels like it's been so long.
Speaking of, people ask me if I got piles laying around, man. Jeez. Do
Oh
I
my
got
gosh.
piles laying around? Here's one pile. This is just like tons of
Oh, that's cool.
stories going on.
Dino guy and
Dino guy. He wants to kill himself. He's in terrible shape. He's gonna shoot. She says, "Don't shoot him." Because he goes, "Kill me. I don't want to live anymore."
oh my god.
And she's stopping him. He's like, he wants to die. I'm gonna shoot him.
David Desmond would like a Fearless Dawn in space helmet.
Oh, there you go. That'll be nice.
Oh man, enough of this show and tell. I'm getting to work.
Time to make the donuts.
There is an issue, Fearless Dawn in space. The funny thing is, she never makes it to space. I like that issue. It's all in pencil. You
Oh,
can get that over on Indie Planet's got it, Atom Bomb Comics. And there's a couple floating around eBay, but they're kind of high. Yeah, I think it's sold out pretty good.
oh, nice.
Yeah. So putting her in the space helmet is always fun. She has a dream where she wears the space helmet in the comic, but she actually never makes it into outer space. The Elk, Helga, and her evil henchmen are up on the moon, and it stinks. It's horrible up there. So they they get out. The whole story is about how they're just wilting and dying up there. So they come back to Earth.
David, yeah, I mean, we could probably work something out to for you to pick that up at Terrificon. I don't think that'll be a problem, because we will also be at Terrificon. Well, we don't know how many of us, but we will. But 4C will be at Terrificon.
Where's Terrificon at?
That is at the
A
Mohegan
casino.
Sun. Mohegan Sun in Connecticut.
Oh, nice.
Nothing
Yeah,
like comic
I will
art. and
never
gambling.
go to the. Nope, never go to that con.
Why?
Oh, I don't do casinos.
It sounds like you've done
I
it,
can.
Becker.
I've done a few. Yeah, it's better that I don't go in them.
My buddy likes one up here. It's called Cherokee. And they're killing it over there. Supposedly, there's all sorts of revenue heading up to Cherokee.
No,
North
listen,
Carolina.
Well, that's good.
people love their gambling now.
Oh,
Sports
my
gambling,
God.
all kinds of gambling.
I will.
Yeah,
I will say, Becker, that if you went to Terrificon, we didn't even see the casino at times. I mean,
Oh, I'll find it.
I will say that Ken and I went to dinner with Anthony, in the casino. But if we hadn't done that, we would have never even gone in the casino.
Mm-mm.
Did you ever see that Wally Wood bit with the helmet? He's got a helmet, and it's got a cigarette. She's got a thing here, and there's going to be a cigarette sticking out here, so she can smoke when she's got the helmet on. If the person doesn't mind smoking, I'm going to put it in anyway. Some people hate smoking.
No, I think it fits the character.
Emilio. What did Emilio say? My mom would lose so much money if there was a casino in my city. The closest ones are 45 minutes to an hour away. Yeah, we had quite a few back where I'm from. We had Native American casino up in Wisconsin, and then we had two. One we called the boat, but it was no longer on a boat; it was on land. And the other one,
I like that.
the other one we called the dog track, but there's no longer a dog track there. So the track and the boat didn't actually have a track or a boat.
What town was
That
that?
small town stuff, though. Dubuque, Iowa.
Iowa.
Yeah, that's
The
where
Indian
I'm from. But
reservation?
up in Wisconsin, there's a few Indian res casinos. The Ho-Chunk have a casino up there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how they do it with the Cherokee, I guess.
Yeah, actually, my best friend, he married his wife. She's half Ho-Chunk, and her kids are 3/4. And he adopted the kids, but there's a thing called 18 money with the Ho-Chunk. I know it happens in a lot of tribes, but it's kind of interesting. And it's something that a lot of members of the tribe are trying to prevent, because the problem is what happens is the second you're born, you start accumulating money for your share of res profits. Well, the problem is you had all these kids born, and in the 18 years that their checks were going into like mutual funds and stuff, the funds did really well. Like when the economy was up.
Oh my goodness.
And what happened is, so like my friend, his son that he adopted, when he turned 18, once he graduated high school, he got a check for $410,000. Now, no 18-year-old child should be given that kind of money, because what do you think's going to happen? So the problem is that these kids are turning 18 and they're blowing through the money within like 6 months.
Oh.
And it's real tragic. So it's something the tribe's actually trying to address and figure out a better system to disperse the money.
That is crazy.
Because I know 18-year-old Mike Becker did not need a check for $400,000, because he would have spent it on some really dumb stuff.
I don't think I would have done too well with that.
Yeah, that would have definitely.
We're gonna draw us a nice round helmet on this girl.
Nice. Yeah, that would have definitely been an episode of Brewster's Millions for me. I would have blown right through that money.
Well, and there's kind of a running joke back home is that once school graduates, all the car dealerships in the area start putting their trucks out front, because all the boys go buy new pickup trucks.
Oh my God,
that's awesome. In a way, I think that's kind of cool.
I mean, it stimulates the local economy, but the sad part is these kids are never going to get a lump sum like that again, because the checks aren't actually as big as that. You know, they just had the advantage of saving over a long period of time.
Right.
Man. And of course, most of them don't do anything smart with the money. Put it in.
No.
And they blow it out.
And the other thing is, it's tax free.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Annika's got a saying up there. Bacon, can you see what Annika's saying on her picture in the corner?
I cannot.
I can't. It's too tiny for my poor eyes.
Yeah, it's not. It's my screen's not big enough, but
I'm gonna make mine bigger just to read this. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, that's every woman in my life.
That's all the women. That's a woman thing. Uh-oh.
I mean, I'm sure every other guy's figured out, but fine is never good.
No.
I'm fine. It's
fine. And when you
that's a trap.
Yeah, when they say they're okay, they're not okay.
You know, another loaded trap is leave me alone. Don't leave her alone.
Yeah.
That's not code for go to the comic book shop.
Yeah. Oh, Grand Admiral
Hey, Burtis is here.
Yeah. Guys, remember, so we're pretty soon. We'll probably throw another claim up for Steve. And once again, he's doing these fantastic pencil $125 headshots on 9x12. Any character you want. So whenever we throw that claim up, just type claim in the chat, and you get Steve to draw something fantastic like this.
Wow.
Come on, you got a girl in a spacesuit smoking a cigarette. You couldn't ask for more than that.
Oh, that's fun.
I do love all the puns people are coming up with, like four citizens. I saw somebody call us that we were the four cartel earlier. I think it's pretty funny. I finally got Ken.
Perfect timing, Ken. An interruption bomb.
I finally got Ken to call himself the forefather, though. I saw that in a post the other day.
Nice. All right, guys, we got a claim up. Jason Harris jumped right on it. So if anybody else wants to get in on this, otherwise the claim will be Jason's.
Ooh, Jason was ready this time.
Mm-hmm.
What's Jeff say? I don't know.
Yeah, what does Jeff say?
I think it just comes out like blah, 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 blah. Probably something like that.
Welcome to 4C Comics Live. Boy, he really gave you a cool line. Everybody else got the funny treatment. Jeff's is like just serious.
Well, and, in all fairness, what people usually hear when I talk is some Charlie Brown grown up. I love it. Like Bacon called me out for using the wrong word last week, and when I was speaking, and I was like, "You try talking nonstop for 2 hours and not making a grammatical error."
I can't even remember what that was, but that was pretty funny.
Well, I'm going to give it to Jason. I think we've waited long enough. Jason, you got it. What's so funny is the second spin tonight, second claim tonight, we had a spin with 4 people on it, and since then it's just been one person claiming it at a time, which is fine too. It works out great. But I'm wondering where all those people were from earlier. They don't have any kind of basically, if they can't get it then, they're like, I'm done. I'm leaving.
Maybe it was they had to go eat dinner.
There you go. Jason, just let us know what you want in the chat. Becker, what do you want?
Well, now I want a shirt. Well, what should my...
What does Ken say?
Oh,
welcome to the family. Ken's? Oh, nice. That's right. 4C is a family. If you don't know, you don't know.
Becker's budget sketches, and then on the back it could be like me drawing really terrible head sketches, and it could say not better, cheaper, no refunds.
Yeah, we need to get you Simpsonized. Maybe that's something we can make happen at Heroes Con.
That's true. We do.
Oh boy.
With a Kansas City Royals baseball jersey on.
I have the 4C Royals jersey.
Oh, do you?
I'm gonna wear that. Yeah, I had it from when we all did the con in KC.
Oh, Planet. Yeah.
Yep.
And we're still.
Don't you remember me there, Bacon? You ate my string cheese and then didn't invite me tonight.
So mean. That was Ken.
Oh my God. We're still waiting for. We got a great piece that we've been waiting on for a while from another wonderful artist, cartoonist who's supposed to be doing a Fantastic Four homage piece with us on it.
Nice.
I can't wait till that one's done. That's been like over a year in the making, I think. So we'll see how that one turns out.
Jason Harris says Marvel Comics Groot, Rocket Raccoon, or Nightcrawler. Steve can choose.
Ooh. So your choice, Steve. Groot, Rocket Raccoon, or Nightcrawler.
Groot, Rocket Raccoon, or Nightcrawler?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I think I'm going to draw that raccoon.
There you go, Rocket Raccoon. There you go. That'll be great.
What's he got, a helmet on or something like that?
No, not usually.
So usually just a big gun.
That's it. But that's not on his head.
No,
It's not on his head.
he's got a raccoon head.
Yeah.
And then Groot's just wood, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
he
a
is.
tree monster.
Anamorphize.
I like Rocket Raccoon, man. I'm going to do him.
There you go.
They got old movie pictures. Let's see what the comic books look at them.
Yeah.
Pretty scratchy looking.
If I was getting a headshot of Rocket Raccoon, I think I'd have him winking, just to give him a little. He's got that great line in the second movie where he's trying to say something behind the Sovereign's back and he winks with the wrong eye.
Yeah. This is my serious voice.
Right. Oh, who's going to be which character? Well, I think we had Ken was going to be the giant monster in the middle, and then each one of us was going to be one of the Fantastic Four. So,
oh wow, look at this.
That's going to look amazing when it's done. Oh my gosh!
All right, let's get ourselves to some Rocket Raccoon right now. Woo!
Jason Harris says winking would be cool.
Yeah. So there you go. If you want that, once again, you don't have to take my art direction. You do you, Steve.
I'm gonna try it.
Oh, and he says the movie version sometimes wears space goggles.
Okay.
I got this one comic. He's got like some sort of apparatus. He looks like he's all messed up. He's got one of those things they give you in the hospital. It's got the bags.
Oh, like an IV, yeah.
Yeah, he's all messed up in this one. That one's kind of interesting.
Yeah, but Jason says, Jason prefers the comic version. So there you go.
Awesome.
Sounds like
yeah,
Steve.
He's got some cool like spacesuit stuff he wears. I show a little bit of that around the neck there. That'll make it fun.
Oh.
Here he is here. This one's nice.
Well, Steve's just flying through. He's already done four in the first hour. So he's already on number 5 right now. So we are just knocking him down. I love it.
Yeah.
Rocket is a fun fox.
That's right. Yes. He's a very clever triangle-faced monkey.
I like Rocket all right. In the comics, he looks a little more feral than he does on the big screen.
Amelia, yes, I did. I watched. Yeah, I got to see Ryan work on that zombie Doctor Strange.
Oh, I saw the finished product of that. That is an amazing piece, Jeff.
Oh yeah, he spent way more time on that than I ever thought he would, and it just turned out gorgeous. Yeah, I like guys. The only reason why I claimed was because nobody else was, and I didn't have a full figure. I only have like a bust shot from him, so I wasn't gonna sleep on that. So.
I found in a box of old stuff this weekend, I found my old 1990 Marvel trading cards.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Like from 1990.
They
Look
were
what I
all
found
the
in the
rates,
batch there, Jeff. New Warriors, baby.
New Warriors. Look at that. The only ones of those I have almost a complete set of the Jim Lee X-Men ones, missing a card or two. That's the only. I don't know how they survived, but if they were in a box, I had a box in my basement that was it was a box of a Jordan's shoe box, and I was like, please let the shoes still be in here. They wasn't shoes.
This is their rookie card from 1990. And if I had to guess, Emilio, I'm going to say this is Bagley.
Yeah, I think it says Bagley if I remember. But yeah, those were fun, man. There was a time when those cards were just, you had to get them all.
Oh, yeah. They were the thing for a bit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That was a big deal back in the day. It's part of what brought me into comic books, like buying I thought, man, these are really cool. And you read about the stories on. I'd bought a few comics at that point, but I wasn't all in yet. So
Yeah, it was a very
that
smart,
really-
smart way for the comic book companies to get in on the people who like sports cards. So yeah, it was definitely one of those things, and all the art that was on those was beautiful. They got all the artists to do them, so they were definitely fantastic.
They give you a little play-by-play what's happening perhaps in the X-Men at the time and things like that.
Yeah.
Well, and it would give you information like the first appearance of the character, and then they had those ridiculous stats on them like wins, losses, ties, win percentage, who their arch enemy was, real name, height, weight.
Man. That's a good idea.
So let's just take a random one and we'll read it. All right, we got Frank Castle, Punisher, real name Frank Castle, born Castiglione. Height 6'1", weight 200 pounds, battles fought 122, wins 106, losses 14, ties 2. Win percentage 89%. Arch enemies, Kingpin and Jigsaw. And first appearance, Amazing Spider-Man 129, February 1974. And then it says, after his family was murdered by mobsters, Marine Corps Captain Frank Castle decided to take the law into his own hands and became the vengeance-crazed vigilante known as the Punisher. Now this grim, merciless one-man war on crime employs his vast arsenal of weapons to dispense his own lethal brand of justice, the kind that comes out of the barrel of a gun.
How do they fit that much on that tiny little card?
Just like that.
Crazy.
And then at the bottom it says, did you know? Like the criminals he hunts, the Punisher himself is a fugitive from the law. So there you go.
Man,
So
I love those cards.
That's why they were very informative for a little tiny card.
Yeah, but I always liked that it told you the issue they first appeared in, because that's what set me down the path of wanting to buy some back issues,
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's great.
I always loved that's how we fought at school with our friends over who would win, Superman versus Spider-Man or something stupid like that. Well, he has more strength. Well, he has more stability.
Right.
Oh man, I remember those.
Oh, this Luke Cage one is cool looking. Power Man.
That's the one thing I never I understand back in the 70s when they were doing those books between DC and Marvel, they obviously just picked their best characters and put them in the book. But I was always like Superman would never fight Spider-Man. That fight would be over in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And Superman should have fought the Hulk. That's who Superman should have fought.
Ooh.
When you get Batman fighting the Hulk, and I'm like, no, that wouldn't have that. You'd have Batman fighting Spider-Man or somebody. It wouldn't. You'd mix those up a little bit.
Some of these are just bizarre. Like this card, Captain America's motorcycle. His motorcycle got its own card.
Some of the gear, man.
Well, they had
model.
They had a special out. It was all Frank Castle's guns. It was I heard somebody go, I'm not sure this is so great for the kids. It showed all the different weapons he used,
Yeah, that was a comic. Yeah, that was a comic that came out in the 90s. It was the Punisher's, what was that called? Arsenal. Yeah. Wow.
Kind of sick. But it's cool. I liked guns when I was a kid, man. I thought that was cool stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that Punisher I read, I mean, you're a kid reading that. It's sign me up. This guy sounds cool.
Right.
Sign me up. What do you think?
Oh, my God. That's so great. I love it. Oh, Jason. God.
What does he think? Did our man see it?
See?
Jason, let us know what you think.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hold on. It takes about 20 seconds for him to answer, but I think, oh, my God. Listen. This is the reason why I always loved getting sketches at conventions. I always told people it's so cool for somebody who can't draw to just ask an incredible talent to put their idea into reality in their style. That's oh
Do
my
you
god.
see his comments, Steve?
Yes. Oh man, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, wow.
Yep.
Thanks, Jason. Glad you like it. I'm enjoying doing it.
All right, guys, you see how great these are turning out? We got another claim open for Steve. All you got to do is type claim in the chat, and you can be the next person to get an insanely great sketch. And once again, he's spending about 20 minutes on these, and then he'll finish them up later and really finish doing them up tight. We just want to make sure that everybody has a chance to get a sketch. So
Hey,
if
Jeff.
anybody's out there, type claim.
Jeff, I'm going to take about a 5 to 10 minute break and go stretch my back out. And my
Do it.
knee. All right. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Yep.
All right. See you soon.
Batman versus Captain America. Yeah, that could be a cool one too. I don't know. Cap would have to be stopping Batman from doing something that's dark.
I think Batman and Captain America was one of the ones, maybe not from Amalgam, but it was from JLA Avengers.
Something, yeah, probably. They probably faced off, yeah.
Yeah. Man, I love that JLA Avengers when it came out. Kurt Busiek and George Perez.
Oh, yeah.
That was such a fun read.
Yeah, I saw an incredible piece of artwork this past weekend. I was visiting with some other artists, and everybody was sharing some incredibly beautiful art. And I go to these shows every once in a while, and I see all this art, and it's all amazing. But I very rarely am like super jealous of a piece. And somebody had a George Perez piece that I was insanely jealous of. We'll see if I can talk them into letting that move on to somebody else, because I think I almost was more excited about it than they were. I think when I said that, they were like, "Really?" Of all the stuff they had, that was the one that I was jealous of. But George is just, yeah, he hit the right wheel spot with that piece.
Oh yeah,
it was yeah. I don't even want to say it because I don't want anybody reaching out to get it. So I'll keep it at that. I'll tell you off camera, Bacon.
Because I don't have enough money to go after that.
Oh, listen, guys, if you guys don't take this claim spot, Ken is ready to take it.
Surprised he hasn't already claimed.
Listen, so you guys jump in. Don't miss out. Steve, if you got a second, show all the ones you've done so far, if you would. Just show the ones that you've started on to the camera so people can kind of see what they're getting.
Okay, so we got the Winking Rocket Raccoon.
Oh, Winking Rocket, love it.
Fearless Dawn in a space helmet. Smoking with the Wally Wood cigarette holder.
Once again, these are all going to get topped off at the end later, guys. Off camera.
Hellboy. Everybody's favorite paranormal half demon.
There you go.
Fearless Dawn straight up. Now telling me, is it you to be forever? Oh, oh, oh. And then we got
Man Thing.
My man. The man.
Nice. Thing. All right, I'm gonna let the Ken father make the ruling. Look at those, gorgeous. So Ken picked a character for you to draw next, but Jason Harris said he could use a Groot to go with that rocket. So I'm gonna if that's a serious offer, Jason, I'm gonna let Ken make the call whether to let you get your Groot to go with your rocket, or if we're gonna see an Eddie from Iron Maiden, because that's what Ken wants.
Oh wow.
Ken's like, sorry, it can't be my call. Jason says, let Ken go first. There you go. Look at that. So Eddie from Iron Maiden for the man is next.
Eddie from Iron Maiden.
Yeah, and then maybe if Jason, hang around, man. If nobody claims the next one, you might be able to get that Groot to go with that rocket.
I think the only guy that didn't claim from when we did have 5 people was Mr. Red Jack.
Yeah, he was on right in the beginning. He may not be still on. If you're still out there, Mr. Red Jack, you wanted one earlier. I don't know why you wouldn't still want one now. He probably was just on in the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I'm getting tired too.
Oh, Get in there. We got about 40 minutes or so left where we can push him. Then after we hit that 2-hour mark, it's not going to go much past that, I can tell you.
Oh man, Eddie brings back memory of jean jacket painting. Some of my first work I ever did in high school.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I bought myself a lot of musical equipment and stuff, painting Iron Maiden jackets.
Nice.
I actually have a painted. I painted Spider-Man on the back of a jean jacket. I still have. Does not fit me, but it's still downstairs in a closet from when I was about 12 years old.
Ken, don't you have an Eddie from the guy that did all the album covers? What's his name?
We'll have to wait for him to come on or type.
Man, I have one shot of him. I'm going to I'll just do it, right? Just let Mannion do his thing, right?
Do it, man. There you go.
Oh, he's so badass looking.
I didn't say it was a good Spider-Man, Emilio. It just was a Spider-Man that was on, once again, 12-year-old me painting Spider-Man on a jean jacket. I probably used a McFarlane as like a template for it, but I guarantee you with the materials back then and my being a kid, not being able to afford the really nice stuff, I don't think it turned out shadow box worthy. Derek Riggs was the name of the artist on the album covers. Linda says.
That did the Eddies. He changed them quite a bit from this one that I'm looking at. He sort of got a couple different looks going.
Yeah, we had 4C artist Russ Braun do. Somebody asked him for one last year at Baltimore. He did the one with the bomber jacket one with like the goggles on his head.
Oh, did he? I don't remember seeing that.
Oh, it's nice. I might have a picture of it somewhere. I'll have to look.
So cool. So many different things you can do with them,
Mm-hmm. My brother was a huge Iron Maiden fan.
But I'm really digging this one image. I'm going to sort of just get the basics. Eddie from Iron Maiden.
Oh, Amelia, there's a ton of different looks for Eddie. Except for the fact that his face is sort of a decomposed kind of skull thing. Other than that, I mean, you can put him in long hair, short hair, no hair,
Egyptian.
Yeah,
they have the Egyptian one. I remember.
I think that I don't think Iron Maiden would have been as popular as they were if it hadn't been for Eddie. I think having that character definitely made people buy those albums a lot more than just the music would have.
Oh man!
Not that it's bad music.
I had like a steady stream of jobs just from those album covers alone in high school. Bought a guitar, an amp, like some pretty high end stuff, and I was only getting like $30 a piece for them or something. I didn't do all right now. The acrylic paint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Emilio, I used to like Def Leppard too when I was younger. I definitely had them on my Sportsman Walkman.
And
actually, I don't know how many years ago it was, 7 or 8 or 9. So I bartended at a concert that they were performing at. So it was cool that I actually got to listen to them while I was bartending. It was pretty neat to be able to hear Iron Maiden. I'd never actually gone to a live show to see them myself, but I was working the show and I was bartending while I could hear, Rocket going off in the background.
That's pretty
I guess we're all kind of kids from the 80s and early 90s, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah. Everybody around that. Yeah. Anywhere within around that 45 to 55 should fit right into that.
I'm hitting 57. I'm getting up there, man.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel it. Life is good though.
Oh yeah, man.
Getting old's good.
Emilio, I've seen Weezer too. Yeah, that's a good show. I haven't been to a concert in a minute, but I used to go to quite a few.
I don't know if I could do it anymore. There's nobody I'd really want to see. If the 73 Rolling Stones came back, I'd want, but they ain't the 73 Rolling Stones anymore, right? 72.
Yeah, music's a little bit different now. They always want to mix in their newer stuff.
Yeah. Just they look so cool, man. You can see them at the marquee and stuff. I've been really getting into the Rolling Stones lately.
Nice.
At this point, you could maybe see the 173-year-old Rolling Stones.
I know.
There you go. Oh, there's Ken's.
There, man.
There's Ken's Derek Riggs Eddie that he has. Look at that. Steve, did you see that?
Wow.
Look at this.
Wait,
That
let me
thing's
see.
insane.
Oh wow, that's great. Now I'm all intimidated. Man, that's beautiful. Oh, that's
Nice.
great. Got him. He's got like the like he had a lobotomy.
Love it.
Pretty cool.
All the little
Hey,
flies
look.
flying around him. That's so cool.
I don't know the last time I've seen a concert or music.
Last
It's
Friday
been-
night.
Bacon and Becker, I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah.
No worries.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, the
I saw Scott Byram at a bar here in Kansas City.
Oh, nice.
What did you see?
His name's Scott Byram.
Ah, that's what I thought you said. He's a local guy, or
No, he's a one-man band, kind of juke joint, kind of old steel style blues music.
ah. Who am I thinking of? Reggie Watts. Is that he does all the beatboxing and he got like a little. I think that guy's pretty amazing for one of the newer talents. He does it all himself. Is that his name, Reggie Watts? He sings these funny lyrics.
Don't know if I know him.
I don't think the riot happened because they didn't play the song, Ken. I think it happened because you were in Jersey.
Yeah, isn't Jersey's default status to riot?
I grew up in New Jersey.
Did you really?
I know
Don't make me
nothing
angry.
about.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Food fight. And it was always we had 3 different periods of lunch shifts, like kids, and I always missed the one with the food fight in it. That's the closest to a riot I ever saw in New Jersey. Punk rock shows are kind of riotous.
The closest I've ever come to being in New Jersey is listening to the song Atlantic City by Tom Waits.
Ah,
Covered by Springsteen, though.
I've been to Jersey 2 stops, the hockey arena and then White Castle.
Yeah, I've driven through Jersey, so I shouldn't say that I've never been there, but I didn't stop. And it took way longer than I felt it should have. The traffic was awful.
I went to a show. Ken and I both ended up going to the Garden State Garden Fest show, which is near Morristown. And I thought Morristown was a fantastic little town.
oh yeah, I used to work in
Never
Morristown.
been there. I found my daughter and I went and ate at a really cool restaurant called the Committed Pig.
The Committed Pig.
And yeah, it was really nice. And it's so
That's
nice
a
that I was like,
great name.
oh, what? Yeah. And I said, I wonder what, places go for in Morristown. And I'm like, they go for a lot of money. I was like, I didn't realize it was, I guess it's the location being close to what it's close to, but I was like, wow, I was thinking this might be a nice place to move to until I saw that it's pretty much comparable to where I live now, which is very expensive. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm not going to move there.
Yeah, we got priced out in New Jersey too. It was expensive to live there. Taxes are terrible.
It's cheap here.
Where
I'm
you
on the
at?
Missouri. I'm in the Missouri side of Kansas
Missouri.
City.
I don't know if Eddie's got a tongue. I had to put a tongue in him. But let me see. I got him going on here.
Looks awesome.
All right. I love the hair in that one shot. It's pretty iconic. I had to, I'm digging it. It's kind of like discharge haircut he got, like the English punk band haircut.
There you go. Ken says, whoa.
I think I
Nice,
missed this one. What is this going to be?
Eddie from Iron Maiden.
Eddie from the
Oh,
Iron
okay.
Maiden.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw it earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
I gave him a tongue. Tongue sticking out.
Traffic is terrible in West Virginia. I don't know. I think West
Really?
Virginia is pretty affordable to live in. I know a lot of people, because I live just outside of Washington, D.C., and I know a lot of people who live in West Virginia and drive the hour from West Virginia to Northern Virginia to work because it's so much less. It's so less expensive to live there. So I couldn't tell you the last time I was in West Virginia either.
Are you in actual DC itself then?
I'm just about
Jeff?
20 minutes, just about 20 minutes outside of DC.
Okay.
So
How's
it's
the
called,
traffic?
traffic is awful. It's horrible. I hate going anywhere where I live.
Yeah, a friend of mine lived in Fredericksburg, but he's now moved back to Iowa.
Yeah, Fredericksburg. Yeah, that's about an hour south of where I live. So, but that's the point when traffic gets really bad, is right when you're heading north or to come to DC. Once you hit or you're heading south, that's when it opens up. Is that Fredericksburg? So
they picked that on purpose because his wife worked in the city, but that was the furthest out they could live from DC, and she could still take the metro in. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Dang, Ken is throwing shade on the state of West Virginia. He says traffic in West Virginia is getting caught at a light.
Not a lot of big comic book conventions in West Virginia. Don't think I've ever heard of one.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of one either.
No, what? I just keep thinking of that John Denver song. That's all I know.
Take me home.
Yeah, my brother actually went. My brother went to grad school at West Virginia University.
Ah,
All I
Yeah.
can ever think of about West Virginia is the movie Wrong Turn.
Oh Jesus! That's just stereotypes, Bacon. Stereotypes.
Don't get off 40 when you're in West Virginia.
that's
Wait, is it 95? Maybe it's 95. I don't know. It's one of those.
95 probably goes through.
People who live in rural areas, though, I remember moving to Kansas City, and the traffic really isn't terrible here. But when I moved here, I was like, this is inhumane. Like, how can they make people drive in this? Like,
Oh yeah,
because it was just I wasn't used to it, you know.
right. No, there are literally lights in Northern Virginia that last for 6 minutes one direction and like 10 seconds the other direction.
Right.
You
To
know,
keep traffic moving.
right. If you're like 15 cars back, it can take you a good 20 minutes to make it through a light if you're coming from one of those wrong directions.
We had
That's what-
towns so small, like around me, that they didn't even have stoplights, and when they got one, it was like the whole town freaked out.
Right.
Well, who's paying for this?
Right.
Good people in town are getting paid for it.
They just wanted to make it seem busier than it was. They were like, we're going to put a light in.
They've had to redo a lot of. So I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm from the area like really right by the Field of Dreams. And because they've made that an every year baseball game and built a stadium in that cornfield now, they had to redo a lot of because that area wasn't ever designed to handle 4,000, 10,000 people trying to drive there, So they had to redo a lot of roads and add in traffic lights.
We all saw the movie. It was just one line of cars coming to the Field of Dreams.
My Aunt Peggy was one of those cars. She lined up for that scene.
Nice.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And like when they do that Field of Dreams baseball game, and I think I mentioned this, when they flash the crowd, I was like pointing out to coworkers, oh yeah, I know that. I went to high school with that guy. I know that person. That's actually my wife's cousin on TV right now. And they're like, how do you know all these people? And I was like, because I grew up here, and you got to understand there's not that many people. So when you put them all in one place, yeah, it's like a weird high school reunion you weren't invited to.
Cool.
Oh man, I just looked it up and there's not going to be
Oh,
one this year.
Jason, see, yeah, I knew you were here for that one. My origin story.
What'd you say, Bacon?
I said there's not going to be a Field of Dreams game this year. I just looked it up.
Aw.
Well, they built that stadium for nothing then.
It sounds like they're building a big baseball area all around that area.
They are.
Yeah. So that's why.
David Desmond says he's 10 minutes from the Cape Cod Canal. I don't even know what that is. Don't even start about traffic.
Mm. Yeah. Well, like I said, there's few places in the world that have traffic as bad as Northern Virginia, DC area, but there definitely are some out there.
Yeah. So where's Cape Cod at?
It's in New England.
Okay.
And we've got a claim for Steve. So once again, if anybody wants to claim one of these awesome head sketches, just type claim in the chat and you'll be the next one to get a sketch. Get on it. These prices are insane. Let's see what we got here. Let's check out Eddie. Checking out Eddie. Look at that. Oh, wow.
Wow, look at that.
Monstrous. I love
Very
it.
nice. Very nice.
Thanks, guy.
And Jason Harris says that, yeah, it's Massachusetts. That's where Cape Cod is.
It always makes me think, like, I guess the name, I think it's like, was that where Wings was set? The
Cape
TV
Cod?
show Wings?
Oh,
no, that was Nantucket.
yeah, that's right. Nantucket. Yeah, I was going to say now.
I'm going to hit the bathroom again, guys. Is that all right?
Yep. Yeah, you're good, buddy.
All right.
And then we'll
We got an
hopefully-
open claim.
Yeah, we have an
We
open
got a
claim.
claim, right?
Yeah, right now you're good. We don't have anything else yet. We're waiting for the next claim, so you're good.
Okay.
So yeah. Well, guys, this will probably be the last claim of the night. So if anybody wants to jump on, jump on. We're getting close to that magic hour of 9 p.m. Steve's got enough in him to do one more. Maybe Jason will end up getting that Groot if nobody else jumps on, if he still wants it.
So what they basically say is like, okay, Steve's ready for.
I can hear him.
I'm gonna hold Bacon's chair for him while he's gone. Hold on.
And they'll say, oh, I want Wonder Woman. I draw Wonder Woman.
I can hear Steve in the background.
Yeah. Let's see if Linda has any discipline. You know you want one, Linda. Just go ahead and just
Oh,
type
dang you. Jeff, you're a pusher.
those 5 little letters. All the cool kids are doing it.
You guys bullied me the other day.
Wait, listen, it was
That
a good
Night
bully.
Thrasher was sweet.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. People sleep on. I will never sleep on Ryan Benjamin. His stuff is just.
Did we lose Steve?
Ken might have taken him out for a second. We'll see if we lost him or if Ken took him out.
Look at all these guys. They're really putting the pressure on Linda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, Emilio. You had really good discipline this weekend.
Yeah, I tell you what, like I said, Agnes's stuff, and it was beautiful. And I will never, like I said, I'll never let Ryan go unclaimed. So as long as So if we do a show with him and people don't want to claim, I'll always add a Ryan Benjamin piece to my collection. This stuff is just insane. The Godfather's back. The Forefather.
What's up, Ken?
What's up, guys?
So Ken, did you want
Yeah,
to
that
throw?
was
I know I said earlier you and I have galleries that are going to be up for the CAFCON this
yeah.
weekend, or Comic
Yeah.
Art Live as it's called. I don't know if Ken has a link for his or not. Maybe he can throw his in the chat to his. I definitely don't. I don't have one for mine, but search us out, guys. We got some great art we're selling. Ken's got some fresh to market stuff that he's put out.
Yep.
Well, that's a good policy to have, Emilio.
Oh, Ken Carter says he's in for artist choice. If you're claiming a sketch, Ken, please type claim just so I can be sure. I don't want to have him working.
I think
on
he
something.
did above.
Did he type claim?
Yep,
Oh, they did. He
he
did.
sure did.
I missed it. It was during the Jason Harris, Linda Craig back and forth. I did miss it. You are exactly right. So yeah, artist choice. Oh, that could be fun. So is Steve still there, Ken? Did you just put him off camera?
Yeah, just put it on camera.
Okay, cool.
So
I just wanted to make sure he didn't drop out because
That way we weren't spying on him.
I thought I was going to bring him back on, but then he left again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can take Bacon off camera too. He's got a Willy Bobo thing going on right now or something. There you go.
That's all he was cooking.
But yeah, so that's so if you guys want some great art, come check out our stuff. Hey, Bacon's back.
I wasn't Willy Boboing. I just needed to make a drink.
What a surprise.
Exactly.
So who's the Facebook user that says no claims from here?
We'll do a claim if he wants one.
Well, we have one for Ken Carter right now. And then Facebook user, let us know who you are. And
Let's see.
Ken, are you guys going to take two?
It's Harris. LOL. Emilio said.
Oh, it is Harris.
Well, no, Ken. I think Ken Carter's got it. So since the only reason why I'll say because Jason already got a claim, we want to make sure everybody gets a shot. So
Yeah, exactly.
I
So
do
Ken-
not recognize the name Ken Carter. So if you
Ken
could
is
just
on.
send us,
Yep, he's
Go
on
ahead, Jeff.
YouTube. Yeah, he's on YouTube. So, Ken, if you've never bought from us before, just see that email across the bottom of the screen that says 4ccomicart@gmail.com. Just shoot us an email, and that way we can send you your invoice for the piece. So do that, and we'll be able to check that real quick, and we can make sure we get it out to you.
Oh, did Steve take a quick break?
Yep. Just had to use the bathroom. Murdoch is saving up for Heroes. He spent $750 last week on art. So yeah, I know. It's the same thing. I keep telling people I'm saving. I'm not going to spend. And then
Man.
Ryan Benjamin does me the awesomest sketch in history on live
I
on
just-
4C.
To be
I just
100%.
noticed.
Sorry, go ahead, Becker.
Sorry. Jeff, I just noticed what you have written underneath your name. I don't catch these things right
What
away.
does it say? Something about Silvestri?
Why Silvestri?
Oh yeah.
I was going for a Gamora kind of thing with my
Gamoria. Who is? What
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
But in talking about heroes, like I still have nobody I want to get. Like I was thinking about getting Lee Weeks on my jam, and now he's on the
canceled.
cancellation list.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like I think I'm just gonna be chained to the table and just enjoy my life, and I'll get my yearly Dave Aikens piece that I always get.
Yeah.
But
So Grand Admiral Burtis, where is Jim Lee coming in September? That's what I'm curious about.
I think that's probably Rose City if I had to guess.
I think that might be right. Yeah, I just don't know that the only show I know in September is Baltimore Comic Con, so I'm kind of curious.
Which Grand Admiral Burtis, if you're going to Rose City,
Cincy.
Oh dang! I need somebody to go to Rose City for me.
And this Saturday at 6:00 on Comic Car Fans Live, Wheel of Deals with Anthony.
That's right.
That's going to be quite the hoot.
Yes.
Jeff, and Anthony. It should be a good time, guys.
Yeah, Wheel of Deals. If you ever wanted to get one over on Anthony Snyder, that'll be the day to do it.
Look what you did, Jeff. Look what you did. Now we're all gonna have to go out running around the entire freaking convention.
Listen, I don't. You can
Come
shackle
on.
yourself to the table, and I'll just walk around the convention looking at artists and getting art. You know what? That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
And you guys got Ken Carter's "You Got It" message.
So he sent the email. He says so. Ken, the forefather will check to make sure we got that email. And then
But
when
who is the
Steve,
character?
Steeler's choice, he wants Steve to draw
yeah, he
whatever,
does.
Ooh.
whatever
Has
he
Steve
wants.
shown up backstage yet?
No, I'm
Nope.
sure Ken will let him in as soon as he does.
No, he is not.
Yeah,
Yeah. But this Ken, this will probably be Ken Carter. You're probably going to be the last sketch of the night, guys, because we're getting close to 9:00. And
I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. My back is bothering me. That's why I took that break.
yeah, no, you're good, buddy.
Thanks, Becker.
Yep. Everybody have a good night. I'm glad everybody got some cool sketches and it was fun hanging out.
Absolutely. Well, we'll
But
see you next
I'm
week.
still nursing this lower back issue. And
Yeah. No, you're good, man.
see you, Emilio.
Oh, Steve's got somebody else in the room with him. Hey, Steve, you back?
There's Lucy, star of the
Hey.
show.
There you
She's
go.
helping out. She's filling in blacks already. She's
Nice.
calling
Put him to work. Put him to
little
work.
nepotism going on around here.
Yeah.
We're looking for glue stick though right now. We can't. I'll be back in just a second, fellas. Sorry about this.
Okay, no worries. I saw a
Let's-
movie.
Grand Admiral Burtis says it took every ounce of willpower I had not to claim Ryan Benjamin this weekend.
Well, he was on 3 times, and I tried to pump him after the second one. So, wait, was it 3 times, or did he show up all 4 times?
Probably, I don't know. He was on quite a bit.
He was on 3. Yeah.
3 of the 4. Yeah.
Yeah. No, wait. Yeah, 3
Was-
of the 4. Yeah.
He was he on. I don't. Was he wasn't on Sunday morning, was he?
No, it was just the one gentleman.
Right.
He was the only one. That was fun.
Yoshihiro Takaiwa.
Yeah, that was some really good art.
Yeah. The finished pieces look amazing, guys, if you ordered from the Sunday morning show.
Yep. And it's Steve, just to let you know, the last piece that we're probably going to have for the night is a dealer's choice. He wants you to draw whatever you want.
It's got to be between my character Dino Guy or Helga. I'm going to do Helga.
All right, there you go. Ken Carter, I hope Helga is all right. He's drawing Helga for you.
Email sent. All right. Thanks, Ken.
So he's sending out his email to us so we can send him an invoice for this bad boy and check her out. This will be great. And once again, thanks, Steve, so much for joining us tonight, man. It's been fun, as always, doing some great stuff.
My pleasure.
But yeah, like I said, there might not be anybody on the list of heroes that Bacon wants, but there are quite. That's because Bacon has sketches from everybody and their mom. So
I mean, I have been to Heroes for like 10 years straight or whatever it is, just minus the COVID, but
right. Oh, Ken Carter says perfect. So he's up for Helga. Good.
Awesome.
What are you after at Heroes, Jeff?
I pretty much like sketch wise, I'm kind of good. I don't really. There's always people that if given the opportunity, I might get something from. But for the most part, I'm just going to go to look at some of the published pieces. There's a lot of great art dealers at the show, so I want to, I'd like to look through the portfolios of all those great art dealers and see some stuff, and see if I can add another really nice piece to my collection. I've got, I've been very lucky in my collecting that I've pretty much gotten a piece from almost every artist that on my nostalgic journey. So we'll see. You never know what's going to pop up, though. Like I said. I like to dig through portfolios too and find stuff. So you never know.
I dig it. I mean, like I said, it's always a great show, and it's nice to walk around that place. you know, until this year, apparently it was great to walk across the street and get some fuel pizza.
Yeah, no more fuel pizza. That sucks.
That's going to be
What's
really
around? They went out of
disappointing.
business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess COVID did them in, man. They closed the
Oh
doors.
man.
Yeah, I used to love walking across there because Heroes is like one of the only cons left that you can't get a beer in. So I'd go across the street in the middle of the day, get a Stromboli and get a beer, and you know, have a nice little lunch there.
Murdoch, yes, Annika will be at Heroes. You can annoy her there.
Whether or not she shows up on Sunday morning after the auction is a whole different thing. So if you want to annoy her, I'd probably come Friday or Saturday.
Oh, I forgot about the auction.
Yeah, it's always a ton of fun.
Yeah,
They got some guest list, huh? Woo!
It's long, man. It's a long list, and then
Everybody's getting.
Yeah.
I did the Lake Como Art Fest, and that used to be kind of small. Man, that list is getting big.
Yeah,
there's a lot of talent out there, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, the artists love to, you know, that's sort of, they kind of turn that into a vacation. It's an excuse to go to Italy. Now it used to be, you know, where it was only for the elite, and now it's just like, I'll go if I can break even at the show, then I get a free trip to Italy, you know?
Yeah. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. It rained though the time I went, but that was the time I met Mike Mignola and we shook hands on the crossover deal where Fearless going. So it's kind of a big opportunity popped out like that. I was Arthur Adams's child and I got a child, so they got along. So we started hanging out with them. It was really just kind of neat to real family, like comic family fun friendly situation it was.
Oh yeah.
And Art and Mike Mignola go way back. They were cracking me up, man. They got some stories. they come through the 90s and they always I always like to listen to those guys.
Oh yeah, 80s and 90s. Yeah, they're right in there, man.
Yeah, they were like killing it.
Did you go?
That's late. It's in Lake Como in Italy. That's right. So
Steve, did you go to the first one or do you go every year?
I went to the second one. That was the one we were invited to. And it was sort of they said, let's get Steve, because they used to bring us out to the big WowCon in San Jose, which was another one that Steve Morgan.
Okay.
He would just bring artists he'd like, because I'm not a big shot or nothing like that. I mean, I'm doing all right, praise the Lord, but you know, I ain't Jim Lee or something, you know. So they just they paid our way out there. It was a good deal.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
very free. I got a little homesick though the first night. I felt really, but then I got in the groove a little bit. I don't like traveling like that at my age anymore. And coach back there all squinched up in a ball. I'm 6'2", you know.
It's a good trip because I think you have to fly into like Rome and then take like an hour-long train to get to Como. And
we went to Milan and Steve Morgan picked us up.
Milan, okay.
Milan. I think it was Milan. I don't know, but we got picked up. We kind of got chauffeured out of there, but just on a plane for 15 hours, man, that ain't my favorite. Oh, we stopped over in Germany.
Okay.
And I don't know. I'm kind of wimp. I got a cigarette habit, so I'm dying for a cigarette.
Yeah.
And
I remember those days.
Oh man. And you get out. They got like these fish booths they stick you in now. At least you can get the cigarette when you stop. But you got the scissors? Yeah. Okay.
And Ken back there at the studio says that I hear a certain artist may be donating a cover for the auction. So he's talking about the one at Heroes that will make you go bongo, if that has any hints for you.
Listen, if you guys can't figure out who he's talking about, that's your own problem.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah, I think and we've got a pretty good idea for Ron guy. I just haven't pitched it to him yet. And maybe Ron will donate something if he has something done, and
sure,
should be a good time at the auction, guys.
Yeah, Ron, you know, Ron's been doing those. Ron's been doing those color pieces. It might be nice to do a color piece for the auction if we can talk him into that.
Yeah, the funny thing is, Linda, is that Annika's flying to me because it's cheaper, and then Ken is going to pick the both of us up in Raleigh and drive to Charlotte. Or yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah.
what
So
we're
Ken's driving up from Orlando, picking up Bacon. Annika's flying to Bacon, so picking up Annika, driving to Charlotte, and then I'm driving down from DC with my daughter. So we're going to be the show all weekend.
I don't know how Becker's getting there. Is he taking? He's flying. I guess
He's flying. Yeah, he's flying. He's not. No way he's driving from Kansas City. He's flying.
Yeah.
And that'll be it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be really nice to get the band back together. We haven't all been in the same place since last year at Planet Con, so it's been over a year, so it'll be nice.
Yeah, it should be a good time. We're excited.
Mm-hmm.
And even last year at Heroes, you were only there for one day, and Becker couldn't come.
That was very disappointing. I've literally done Heroes Con pretty much every year since 2012, and that was very disappointing. I was only able to be there for just Thursday and Friday last year.
Well, Emilio, Jeff has already offered to pick some stuff up. So
listen, I got Emilio. I don't think it was at Heroes, Emilio. I think it was at MegaCon that I got here. That's where I got his Spider-Man jam piece, where I got him 6 different artists to do a Spider-Man headshot on a piece of paper.
Where is Nova?
Driving down from Nova. Oh, Nova is Northern Virginia. So
okay.
There you go. So Murdoch's in the same general area as I'm in.
How far away is that, Murdoch? Oh, so like what are you, Jeff? Like 3-4 hours?
Well, it's 4.5 hours basically, give or take. It depends on how fast you drive. I drive pretty fast. Just ask Ken. He's always grabbing the oh shit bar. Pardon my French, in his car when I'm driving. So.
That's a pretty good quote there, Mr. Burtis.
all of 4C together. Is that allowed?
Is that allowed?
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be really fast to see who's the last one to put their finger on their nose, to see who's not gonna get completely hammered at the auction on a Saturday night.
By the time you even suggest that, I will be too hammered to do that.
Yeah. That's all right. I got to play it pretty cool. I have my daughter with me all weekend, so I'm not gonna. I'll be having just the right amount of fun.
Emilio says thank you very much. He loves it. Basically.
Yeah. He got some great names on that jam. He got Ryan Otley. I got him Steve McNiven, Humberto Ramos.
Oh, McNiven's going to be at Heroes. I saw McNiven was going to be at Heroes.
He is.
That's the first time in a long time that McNiven's been there. I've seen him at GalaxyCon Raleigh before, but I've never seen him at Heroes before.
So Ken says Renee is the designated something. I don't know what DS stands for. Did he mean DD?
Designated Survivor.
Designated Survivor. Ah, there it is. Yes.
But is Renee coming now, Ken? Still a maybe.
Oh yeah, I did. I meant 5.5 hours. I'm sorry. I lived in Richmond for so long. It was always 4.5. It was 4.5 from Richmond, 5.5 from DC.
The 4C Voltron is at full strength. It always is. It always is.
That would be a great one.
That's okay. That's okay. Trust us. If you ever come to the auction, there ain't a soul in the place that's sober.
That's what. Now we need somebody to draw another picture of all of us as Voltron. Ken could be the head, and then you and Annika could be the lion hands, and then I'll take one of the feet, and Becker will be the other foot.
I like it. That's not a bad plan.
Mm-hmm.
Ken Carter, who you're drawing for right now, actually said he missed out on a beautiful Helga piece on eBay a few months ago.
Well, maybe this will cheer him up.
Check
that out. Wow. I think his jaw is going to drop on that one. Wow.
Yeah, Helga always does well on eBay. It's funny. I came up with the character and I was eBaying like for my rent and food. I lived the eBay years there. I would just draw commissions and put them on eBay. It was like my main income. And I come up with this character. I start feeling guilty about drawing everybody else's character, and everybody went for Helga. So I started to draw stories with her in it. That's why I just followed the money with her, and she seems to be a fan favorite. Bad girl, You can't go wrong,
Absolutely. Yeah, Ken says 4C Voltron from Livio. Yep, I think that's a good call. Add it to the shirts. Add it to the shirts. Designated Survivor is the cabinet.
I like Daniel Burtis. He makes me laugh.
Yes. I just knew. I thought it was a TV show with
And
Kiefer
Ken said Renee's not coming. That's why she's the designated survivor, which means this comment makes a lot more sense now.
There you go. We'll have to see. I was trying to talk Ken into bringing Summer up. She's about to graduate high school, and since I was bringing my daughter, they had a lot of fun hanging out last year. So maybe we'll see if she wants to make the trip up. But she's got to get ready. She's going. His daughter's going to LSU next year. So Congratulations to Summer.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of like offhandedly told us one day, "Oh yeah, she's going to LSU." I was like, "Are you freaking serious?"
Oh, she'll be in Europe. Wah wah wah.
I suppose, a trip to Europe in between your senior year in college is fair.
I mean, Europe, Charlotte.
Yeah. Got to give her that.
Oh, yeah. So Emilio says he's got 2 sketches from Livio, a Johnny 5, and a Gigawatt, the Back to the Future Transformer. Yeah. Listen, Livio kills those mech characters. Does great.
Oh, I 100% know that, Daniel. I love that show. It was fantastic. Even the Netflix season was great, but I just thought it was funny that you brought that back out.
Yeah.
Hot take, but I actually like that show better than 24.
Well,
just saying.
Just saying.
Ken apparently just bought a full figure Vampirella from you from 2006.
Oh wow!
Or a Vampy. Is that Vampirella? I guess is that
from me? Huh?
Yeah, I would guess Vampy is Vampirella, right? Or is that am I wrong?
Yeah,
okay.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know the short term for Vampirella, so yeah, but it sounds like it. Cool.
Doing quite a few of her. She was always one of my faves. That's a great costume. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's call it a costume, sure.
Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect. Iconic.
All right, let's see.
Comic book babe.
Steve, you want to show up what you got there? Let's see it. Let's see it. Fan freaking tastic. Well, listen, guys, we're about 4 minutes after 9. I think we're gonna call it a show tonight. We're gonna leave you guys wanting more, which is what we always do with Steve. Hopefully, we'll get Steve on again. And Steve, we definitely have to hang out in Heroes Con when in a month.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling like part of the family now. We got a couple visits here and stuff, and thanks everybody.
Absolutely, yep. It should be a blast. So, Steve, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you everybody who was in the chat and everybody who helps 4C out and creates some great art and just participates and watches. And we thank you guys so much. And for Bacon and for Ken and even for Steve, you guys have a wonderful night. We'll see you next week. And remember to join us on Saturday for our wonderful show with Anthony, where we're doing our Wheel of Deals. So if you want to screw Anthony and get one of his pieces of art for a big discount, play the game. Pick a piece of art.
If anybody wants, there's actually you can go on the 4C Comics page on Facebook and tell me what you want. We can try to prearrange things to get shown. So.
Yeah,
tell them what you want, what you really, really want.
Yeah, go on the site, find a piece that you might want, and like I said, the odds on you getting a discount are immense. The odds on getting no discount are almost nothing. 0. unless you're really, really bad at playing the game.
That's actually not going to be on our channel, guys. It's going to be on the Comic Art Live channel, and it'll be at 6 p.m. Eastern on Saturday night.
Right, and remember to check out my booth and Ken's booth because we're selling some stuff too, and we'll see you guys. And let's see, we also have an interview on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern with Mr. Tom Grummett, famed Superman artist. So that'll be fun too. So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy your rest of your Tuesday.
Thanks, guys.